volcano.
Yo, what's up guys? Dark Pro Gamer YT here. Welcome to the super exciting 70th episode of the MP Tune Review series. That is not an easy number to roll off my tongue. Today we are looking at two different cars in this review. The first one we are looking at is the Ford GT 2017, which I have tuned at 1679. The tune that I did for it is one that was provided to me by my friend Lego Panamera. The tune is 591010, which is a very known, recognizable tune from many cars that I reviewed. So let's get into the stats here. The top speed is 455 kilometers an hour. The acceleration is decent. It is 2.573 seconds. The handling is good. The drift is a bit wide. And the nitro efficiency is decent. Now, I like the Ford GT's design. It was definitely a great comeback for it. It definitely looked exactly like a Ford GT that was just reborn into the new age. I actually got to see this car when it came out at the New York International Auto Show during its debut. So, it was really quite cool to see. And it's just a very fun car to use. It's rarely used. So that makes it based in this rank. So, without further ado, let's take this car straight into multiplayer and see exactly how it does, and we will talk at the end of the races to discuss the final thoughts of its performance before moving on to the second car. Okay, and here we are with the final thoughts for the 2017 Ford GT at 1679. The performance is absolutely impressive, honestly. Though, as you can see with that drift radius, it definitely is a bit of a holdback on it. I find the engine sound quite unique because once it gets to the rev max, it kind of just, well, it doesn't really stall IRL, but it stalls that engine sound. It does that like it just holds it extra long, which is kind of an interesting thing. Anyway, but back to the performance. Man, the nitro efficiency, that is really decent. That top speed, on par. The handling, decent. You know, overall, I think this car is actually quite a good choice for being tuned in this rank. The tune is solid, the car is solid, and it's just very fun to use overall. And it's cool. It's honestly really cool. Anyway, that wraps up this part of the MP Tune review, so let's go look at the second car we're looking at. Okay, and here we are with the second car we are looking at in this review. This is the race version of the Ford GT. This is the Ford GT Mark II, which I have tuned at 1681. The tune that I did is a high one you will recognize from the MC20. It is 7-10-10-10. Dear lordy. So let's get into the stats here. The top speed is impressive. It is 455, 456 kilometers an hour. The acceleration is a little bit better than the Ford GT 2017. It is 2.425 seconds. The handling is great. The drift is decent, and the nitro efficiency is decent good. Now, I love the look of this one even more. 1, because of the wing. 2, because of the racing look to it. It's a lot more aggressive than the street version, which I guess makes sense. But then the hood scoop, then the freaking air scoop right there. Just, this thing is so cool looking and so good looking. I did wish there was more like choices of like maybe decals or colors. But I mean, this blue with this entire Ford kind of look is really nice. So without a further ado, let's take this car straight into multiplayer and see exactly how it does. And we will talk at the end of the race and discuss the final thoughts of its performance. And now, we are at the final thoughts for the Ford GT Mark II at 1681. Jeez, lordy, my god, this car is amazing in this rank. The tune is absolutely wild. The performance is wild. That handling is so good. That drift is good. The excel is good. The top speed is bonkers. The nitro efficiency is decent. This car is an absolute... I say this a lot, but this is a menace for this rank too. There's a lot of cars that are quite a lot of menaces, but this one hits a list too. It's quite powerful. Overall, this car is, I recommend, extremely being tuned for this rank because you will give absolute fight with this car against especially Bentleys and Cadillacs and all those other meta cars in here. This thing will absolutely prove its worth. Absolutely worth tuning it, and also it just looks cool, especially with the big wing. Now guys, the next 9 episodes are going to be nothing but Lamborghinis. This is in reason for my gratitude to DPT's Vrooms, who has supported my channel for about a year now. And I wanted to give my greatest thanks to him, and he's the Lambo guy. So expect that the next 9 episodes will be Lamborghinis of all sorts. So that wraps up this dual MP Tune review. I thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.